Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message finds you blessed and full of abundance. So I'm already thinking this is kind of going to be like a soulmate channel message, okay? So we're going to get into it. We got the Lovers here on the top of the deck, okay? Followed by the Hierophant, all right? I feel like things are being revealed to you, and I feel like God is, or Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, is revealing a lot of like shadow energy to yourself right now. A lot of falsities, lies, things that you were taught or things that you were misinformed about that's really going to help you relieve yourself of a lot of this kind of like heavier, kind of burdensome energy that you have been going through. Okay? Yeah, because I'm just really being like called in to look at the shadow back here that this person is casting, right? The brightness is giving me the sun energy, like how the sun shines brightly, but it casts and makes shadows, right? It illuminates and makes it clear what's shadow and what's light. That's what I'm really getting here. And I think you are really being taught about, with the Seven of Swords right here, about some kind of self-sabotaging or some kind of something like whether that be, excuse me, whether that be an attitude, a taught, your paradigms that you were taught, you know, belief systems that are just outmoded and outdated, that were really taught to kind of not serve your highest and best good moving forward. Okay. And I think that I really feel like that's being highlighted to you. What does not serve you? And I feel like also something that's being highlighted to you is the fact that you are really being asked now to become comfortable with feeling uncomfortable. That you are going to be pushed to places of they're showing me the full card of you taking those leaps of faith and to be comfortable being and allowing tower moments and full moments to come into your life and walking forward towards them with this understanding that they're not punishment, that they're not, it's not happening because you're not healed enough or because you're not good enough or because you did that one thing and yada yada, all of that. It's Spirit wants you to look at it much more like Spirit, that like the universe just wants you to be okay with the fact that shit's gonna happen, stuff's gonna come up, you're strong, you're capable, you can get through it, they believe in you, and to not think that if things don't go your way, it's not because you're not good enough to deserve things to go the way you want them to. It's just that Spirit wants you to think differently about it, and they're really asking you here to step out of your comfort zone, right? Step out of that comfort zone and to be okay living and growing, because growth comes from discomfort. Growth comes from stepping out of what you're used to. And Spirit is saying like this growth and these unions and these life purpose that you really want to step into requires you to be okay with feeling uncomfortable. And that everything won't always feel like a task, that you won't always feel like an eternal project, always having to do the really hard shadow work and looking at yourself in hermit mode and being by yourself or being surrounded by people who trigger you. You won't always feel that way, but you will, need to get used to being a lot more okay with the fact that things are going to come, things are going to go, sometimes things are going to go the way you expected and sometimes they're not, and that doesn't mean that things are going wrong or that you've done something or that, oh, because I ate that loaf, or because I did that, or because I said this, that means that this thing that seems like a challenge is coming up as a punishment. Yeah. And to okay, keep on going, Spirit, talk about it, to understand that luck is on your side. Okay, I'm also hearing the full moon, which is the full moon in Sagittarius. I really believe it's the oh my gosh, I just lost it. I had it and then it just shoot right out of my mind. Wow. Wow, it's been a while since that happened. It's not the. I keep on hearing "show the world the real you," which is not it. That's an Aquarius card in here. I literally just had it. Wow. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. But Spirit wants you to full moon surrender to the divine. All right. Surrender to this path that Spirit is guiding you to go down. Okay. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Look at the bigger picture. That, goodness gracious, that is what the full moon in Sagittarius here is. Step back and look at the bigger picture, right? Wow. Maybe you're struggling with doing that, right? Maybe that's why it kind of just zooped right out of my mind, because Spirit is saying your emotions are running high and you're kind of struggling with stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. With realizing that nothing's going to come out of you just being like, oh, this is happening because I said that or because I did that, and that's low vibrational, and now I'm lowering my vibration, and now I'm a terrible person because I said this or I did that, and now karma's coming back on me, and now it's kind of breaking yourself out of this kind of I've got to be punished kind of energy. Show the world the real you. There it is. Okay. Show the world the real you. And the real you is a person that lives outside of this selfish or sneaky self, like, it's almost like a masochistic, like, I deserve to be punished. I need to be punished. Life is supposed to be hard. I'm supposed to work hard to get big rewards. That kind of lack or limiting mentality. And Spirit is saying, you have a brand new start coming toward you with this new moon energy. You have a brand new start coming, and it's going to be outside of this kind of lack energy of feeling like, oh, well, I have to be working really hard and tired all the time and this to earn something. But that's an old paradigm that's not going to serve you in this new place that Spirit is asking you to go. Okay? Wow. Lots of Taurian energy here. We are going into Taurus season. Right? That's crazy. Prosperity is like, Spirit says your prosperity lies ahead. So ground yourself, be making those practical moves forward that are going to help bring about this higher perspective. Or maybe Spirit saying you have, whether or not you want to acknowledge it. Maybe you're a person kind of like me who struggles with acknowledging, like, how, like, taking the time to stop and pat yourself on the back and be like, look how far you come. Instead of focusing on, oh, I still have so much further to go, and I need to heal this, and I need to heal this, and I need to heal that. It's like, but take the time to look back and go, but thank goodness I have overcome all of this, right? You've really been, whether or not you realize it or not, you've been putting in that work, and prosperity lies ahead for you. Talk about it again. Let's talk about it again. Okay, prosperity lies ahead of you. And Spirit just wants me to cover up the Seven of Swords card with this prosperity card. And look what's on the back of the deck when I stop that. Wow. And when I looked at this, prosperity lies ahead, I saw the King of Pentacles card in my mind's eye. So you might feel like you're coming out of a time of constantly manifesting challenges, or constantly manifesting something coming your way, or that triggering energy, or that constantly, I'm a constant project. I constantly have to work on myself. I constantly have to push myself forward. Like, yeah, you're constantly in this kind of like judgment energy. This person like doing this kind of like music magic is kind of giving me the kind of feeling of like creation, like creating something new, creating a new song. That's what I'm hearing. Creating a new song, creating a new, like manifesting a new, and creating something new into being here for yourself. Yes, with this Aquarius star energy here. Something brand new. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that as above, so below energy here. It's really about grounding this above star high vibrational energy down here, as above, so below. And seeing that you are a divine, perfectly made, you know, made in the image of the creator, all of that, you know, and that it's kind of like you're on your path. Stop worrying about being off your path or slipping off your path or doing the wrong thing or, you know, micromanaging every single little thing that you do. Because it's actually in that energy that you actually start to wobble. You actually start to give yourself a wobble here. Ace of Pentacles. You're definitely grounding something into this creation energy. Again, like I said, the sun is shining here and it's giving you this brand new creation energy here. You see that sun shining in the background? And it's highlighting. See how that person is like holding up, like using the sun to like look at that pinnacle? Yeah. It's this like new creation energy here. Like, wow. It's giving me almost like this energy of like the sun coming out and like this person's just walking along and all of a sudden they see that glint and they're like, what's that? And they pull it up, they're like, a pinnacle? Wow. You know? That's like the little story that I'm hearing here with this. And that's so weird too, because I see this little cat down here, and this cat looks like they're stopping and they're drinking out of a little bowl, and it's reminding me of the Ace of Cups. See this little cat on there in the corner? And then the scenery in the background here with this Ace of Pentacles is reminding me, one, of a page of wands, like a person finding out something, right? Finding that pinnacle, the sun coming out, enlightening them, giving this download, and they're like, wow, a pinnacle. So it's like you started on this road, and because you're a page of wands, the sun came out, you came this realization, it sent you on this path, sent you on this journey forward, and along the way you're like, wow, the sun, you know. And when the sun came out, it highlighted this pinnacle, right? Like this, oh, first pinnacle building towards my 10 of Pentacles, right? I'm starting and I'm starting to build it. Wow. You know, and this is giving me this energy of a download, of making your way up, right? And that's funny too, because I was just thinking that the scenery in the background here with the house, with the like winding pathway in the background there, actually is reminding me of the 10 of Pentacles. So it's funny to me that, you know, that this whole Ace of Pentacles card is reminding me of a very first step towards 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Like a really, and I don't feel like the first step, but it feels like a major enlightenment, a major accomplishment along the way. One of many. Spirit is saying one of many major accomplishments along the way. What else is here? 6 of Cups. Yeah. With the High Priestess on the back of the deck. What's underneath the High Priestess? The Emperor is underneath the High Priestess. Yeah. It's a lot of major arcana here. I don't know why I just put that together, right? The High Priestess. There's sun energy here with this Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the Star. This is, right, yeah. This is that, what was under here again? Oh, the Seven of Swords, that's right. That this is a big, major step forward in your healing journey. You know, this could be about you healing something from your childhood or healing something from your past, maybe even healing. This could go back even like past life karma or past life trauma or that kind of, you know, issue, overcoming something very, very major, like really, really, really major. What did I say? Page of Wands, right? I knew this Page of Wands energy was here. Page of Wands. It's like going, Spirit's like, wow, this is a big upgrade. It's like going from the Page of Wands straight up to the King of Wands. Like a major jump. Like a major jump up. You know, and this really, it's really connecting with your higher self. This as above, so below. Bringing a very big major, maybe even like Spirit saying along this journey, along your life purpose, you'll have 10 major lessons that they'll want you to, that your higher self is really trying to ground here, and you have accomplished one of the major lessons here that your higher self wants you to accomplish along this journey here, along your entire whole life, you know. And I'm not saying, yeah, I know it's just a single pinnacle and it doesn't have to be your first pinnacle, right? But it's a major one. It's like a big, big major one. Yeah, they're showing me the movie, the Pixar movie Inside Out, where, you know, in that movie they have the little orbs that represent like memories, but then they have the special glowing orbs that are core memories, you know, like things that define a person. And Spirit is saying that's what this pinnacle is. It's like a core memory. It is something that will change your life, that will redefine the person that you are, something that you will build a lot out of. And it could be here how, like, they're showing me how like sadness was being inspired in that movie, and Inside Out was being inspired to touch the core memories and change them. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here, is that like you're turning a core memory that might have been based in sadness into, you know, flipping it, transmuting that sad energy into motivation, into understanding, right? You're jumping up from this Page of Wands up, Page of Wands up to the King of Wands. And I look on and it's the Ace of Wands. Look at that. Two aces. Hold up. Yeah, and I talked about how it was giving me this creation energy. And look here how it's like there's like a book, there's a map, there's like a palette, like a painting palette and a paintbrush. And there's, you know, so it's like you're gathering the tools that you will need along your journey here. And this, you know, this fire is releasing and burning all these things, right? It's releasing these things from inside of you, and it's revealing an ace, an idea, a creative idea from within you. Going through this pinnacle is like Spirit was like, okay, well, you need to learn this lesson, and it gives you a pinnacle, and it's like, okay, well, now it gave you the magic pinnacle. You can put that into the slot, and it's going to release this Ace of Wands. You know, it's gonna, this Ace of Pentacles, you downloading this core memory and transmuting this, learning this core thing, is going to give you this brand new idea. You know, it's going to replace something that was old, something with a new thought, a new passion, a new drive, transmuting that energy. Yeah, they're showing me like you putting this Ace of Pentacles like into a slot, and it's like ding, 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 ding. And it's like downloaded or like upgrade achieved, you know, that kind of energy that it's giving me. That's fun. Awesome. Yeah. And you definitely might have been deciding here between two options, between two paths, like which pinnacle were you going to end up grasping? Which one were you going to end up feeding to the machine? Were you going to end up transmuting this energy? You know, what path were you going to take along this way to get here? You know, and you were kind of paused until you decided to come to the enlightenment of, I really feel like you chose the light path. Queen of Swords. And it's pointing out to me here where you see this pen and this book here. And then look, the Queen of Swords has that pen in her hand. And the Queen of Swords is about communication. So this definitely could be about the way that you communicate. It's also reminding me about how you kind of have to, if you want to embody a emperor or empress energy, you need to learn to cultivate and collect, right, all the kings and queens of all the suits, right? An emperor or empress is the king and queen, is the king or queen of each suit. And it's kind of giving me this, like, you were working on this queen. This is a pinnacle here that holds a key about Queen of Swords, about the way you communicate, about the way that you express yourself, about the way that you communicate and you connect to the world, how you talk to yourself, what you think about. Excuse me, sir. Please don't. What's your obsession with getting in my purse, dog? What are you doing? He's just like sitting over there beside it, like curled up beside it, like, oh, this purse. Like, why do you want to get in there so bad? I don't know. Justice. This could be about you with this magician energy. It's feeling like here that the ace is giving me, right? It's also about how it's this like collecting the tools that you need energy, because the magician traditionally shows somebody that has collected all the aces, right? So it's like you collecting all the kings and queens. Collecting all the aces upgrades you to the magician, right? Collecting, like, and then walking through the journey, right? The hero's journey that you go on through all of the suits, through from the ace all the way up to the 10 of every suit, gets you up to the king or queen of that suit, right? Excuse me. It came right back out. Okay. You might have been really overcoming here this Five of Cups, Five of Wands energy here, because I see the Strength card back here as well. So you are overcoming some kind of insecurities or overcoming some kind of shadow or devil energy that was here in this Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Five of Wands energy. Yeah, it's like this energy of concentrating on what you've lost, concentrating on the negative, concentrating on, all the times that you fought, all the times that you didn't get along, all the times that you went back and forth, like, no, it should be this way, no, it should be that way. And there's something here about, see all these witches that are like arguing and fighting. No, we should put this in it. No, we should put that in it. No, we should put this in it. No, we should put that in it. This gives me like different sides of yourself. Like, I'm definitely getting that this is your own internal energy here that you're fighting back and forth with. And it's like you're either really sad and melancholy over things that you've lost, or you're fighting back and forth, about, it's like, oh, fighting, going back and forth between anger of things that have happened to you and sadness from things that have happened to you, and learning kind of how to overcome this, right? Like in this card, how this person is just like crying and being sad because of these 3 cups that got knocked over by the wind, you know. But it's like, but look, you have a whole party. You still have a whole picnic set out up here, and you're, you know, there's a whole bottle of wine still sitting here, but you're sad because you lost, because the wind flew over these 3 right here. Why? You have a whole picnic, a whole lobster dinner set out for you with balloons and everything. You're here at the beach having a whole lobster dinner and you have a whole glass of wine there. Why are you sad about these 3 cups spilling? You know? Oh my goodness. What's happening? But it's about the fact that you've learned and upgraded and found your strength to overcome this energy here. Right? To overcome this instability. And that's so funny too that I just have on this, because I said in my mind, I was gonna say I'm surprised that the 5 of Pentacles is not here, because we're talking about you having an ace, you know, an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. And in my mind, I was thinking I'm surprised the 5 of Pentacles, but in my mind I said I'm surprised the 4 of Pentacles, and then I said no, the 5 of Pentacles. But I never said any of that out loud. I just thought that in my mind. And here's the 4 of Pentacles. You know, it's about you changing, you bringing in a new ace energy here to these kind of energies right here. So there is a brand new start. There is a brand new beginning here for you in this. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Definitely. There's that Fool card energy. Yeah. Like I said, this Fool energy is coming in here for you. Ooh. And you're finding this here, upgrading to this King of, I'm going to say King of Pentacles, King of Wands energy here, being willing to fight and go forward in a positive direction. Not the same type of fight that you had before, but something that has drive and intention and motivation to bring about the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, here's this really important pentacle that you got on your way to the 10 of Pentacles here. Beautiful. This is a really important. Congratulations. I'm so damn proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Holy crap. Yeah. This is brilliant. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, and you might actually struggle with seeing this. You know, maybe that's, yeah, the death energy here. You might actually really struggle with seeing like, wow, I've overcome all of this. Wow, what I dealt with in the past, you know, the anger and the sadness of what you've been going through in the past has blinded you to seeing so far in the past. It had blinded you to seeing here what you accomplished from going through this. And it just takes time. It's okay. It takes time. You have to go through the whole, you know, it takes time to go through the whole grieving process up to you know, forgiveness and acceptance. And actually, that's so funny because I actually took a screenshot that I just got reminded that I even had in my phone of the stages of grief. And I think I will post this. I think I actually, who did I screenshot this from? Oh yes, I screenshotted this from actually, from Star Moon Angel 1111 Victoria. She posted this, the stages of grief, the stages of Greece. Okay, and the stage is set up. You know, it's like it's set up like this, right? So you have the loss event here, and then you have where you go down and you find, you know, you get down to your really low point, and then you work your way back up the other side, right? To acceptance. And the stages are loss, or the initial hurt that you go through. You go through shock, numbness, denial, emotional outburst, anger, fear, you know, anger and fear. And then you start searching, you know, then you come to a point of disorganization and panic, right? Then you fully accept, you know, you try to get, you get to the point, okay, I've really lost this, right? You go through a stage of guilt, loneliness, and isolation, right? Which brings about feel like a depressive state, right? Then you get a re-entry of your troubles, right? Kind of reflecting hermit mode, right? Then you start to develop new relationships, like as a new relationship to your new relation to how you see yourself now on the other side of this grief, on the other side of what you the new you, right? Accepting this relationship with the new you, right? Accepting this new you. Then you find new strengths, and then you, in those new strengths, you develop new patterns. In developing those new patterns, you find hope. In that hope, you have an affirmation, right? Then you start understanding that, wow, this process that I have gone through, I can really help others. So you have a helping others. And then finally, you have a full adjustment to the loss that you went through, right? And that's the full stages of grief that you go through. And I feel like that is whatever this loss that you went through that had you going back and forth, right? Whatever this tower moment was that you went through, had you really hung up and going back and forth in the stage of anger and grief, like loss, fear and anger and loss and grief and sadness. But it's a full process. It takes time to go through all the stages of accepting, coming to accept a loss and to properly grieve over that loss. And I think that's where you are now at this ace here is, you know, this, um, some people, you know, it really helps, and maybe you are the type of person that it helps, and that this thought process doesn't help everybody, but maybe you are the type of person who was really deeply helped with finding purpose in then in experiences that you went through. Maybe it helps you to transmute them to see a purpose in what you went through, to find something on the other side of, I'm not just suffering because life sucks, you know? I'm not just suffering because life is bullshit sometimes. Maybe it helps you to transmute and to process what you went through, to say, well, on the other side of it, I did learn this and I did learn that. And I did, you know, I find these new strengths inside of myself, and I found these new things that help me to cope and to get through this, you know, and to really come to the acceptance of the fact that this happened to me. And maybe I can make something out of it. Maybe when life gives me lemons, I can make motherfucking lemonade, okay? And quench my thirst. And I feel like this is a big lesson that Spirit wants you to carry forward. That there are lessons here that sometimes we are taught and we are given these generational mindsets that Spirit wants us to let go of. And I feel like you have transmuted a part, a facet of the generational mindset that Spirit really wants you to pass on, and have transmuted that into something positive. You flipped to the other side of the coin, you flipped over to the light side of the coin. And if you know that you are here and you're this earth angel, star seed, whatever you want to call it, that you are here to undo these generational curses, or these generational toxic mindsets, as I like to call them, congratulations. You have definitely accomplished, or you are in the process now of accomplishing flipping one of those energies for yourself. A big, major one, okay? A major one. One of the really big ones. Spirit is saying one of the really big ones. You have really embraced this death and this transformational energy for yourself. And you are here. You see how this person here is cutting the cord? Look how the cord just has like a little bit left, and one more swing and it will be done here. And like I said, you had two options here, and you have chosen to walk down a path here, and the door is opening, and all you have to do now is finish, and this door will swing open and you can walk down here. The Fool card, you'll be ready to take that leap into the next part of your great adventure out there. Okay. But Spirit said, yeah, they needed to kind of pause you in this kind of treading water, kind of medium state, until you could come to this and see this. It is a part of your soul contract here to decide, what are you doing here? Like I said, and I had that Two of Pentacles, like which pentacle were you going to pick up? Were you going to solidify that toxic generational mindset, or were you going to flip it, put it down, flip it, and reverse it, okay? And transmute it over. And you decided to transmute it. Justice. And Spirit says they understand that this was not freaking easy, and that you are about to receive a karmic payout for all the work that you've been doing. Yeah. Spirit said that you've been receiving little karmic payouts, but you're about to get a big one. Hello, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what we got here. And it's a heart and a house and a pot of gold, and it's like what do you call it? Not a Merkaba, but it's like the healing health symbol. I don't care. A caduceus, thank you. And a shooting star and a sun and a diamond ring and a book representing like knowledge. So Spirit said, you get a spin on the wheel, and to bring in a really happy outcome in one of these. So what do you want? What do you want most right now? It's your choice. What do you want most right now? You're about to get a big karmic, So really spend some time asking yourself and asking your soul, what do we thirst most, what do we need the most right now? Spend this time with yourself. Yeah. Strength. Wow. Yeah, look how calm she looks. Yeah, Nine of Cups. What do you want most right now? Because Spirit is giving you like this boost of strength here, of like an upgrade, that you're really easily going to be able to manifest this. So take a spin on the wheel. What do you want most right now? Some of you might decide that you want an emperor. Some of you might want to decide you want to be an emperor, Or for some of you, you've been healing this emperor energy here within you, your own internal emperor energy. Yeah. And you put it down, flipped it, and reversed it, and brought more of out this King of Wands in the upright kind of energy for yourself and for your masculine energy within you. Something that was trapped. You know, releasing some kind of shadow energy out of your masculine energy here. Which is really going to help you with a lot. Especially bringing in abundance. Creating and bringing in abundance for yourself. Yeah, the Hangman. This was something that, you know, that has been kind of waiting on you to accept it. Waiting on you to you know, put it down, flip it, reverse it. To gather this pentacle, to decide what you wanted. And Spirit said, yay! You know, they're showing me here how this person is like, yay, you did it. Okay. Now you get to take a spin. You could have taken a spin on the karmic wheel, and you could have chosen to bring in some kind of negative karmic outcome, or you could have chosen to bring in some kind of positive karmic you know, a karmic payout. And I really feel like you chose to, you know, you chose to have strength and to persevere through this and to choose the path of light here. Oh my gosh. I think you definitely did, with the Ace of Cups on the back of the deck and with the Two of Cups here. And with this beautiful message of self-love here, you're bringing in a really beautiful partnership here as well. So decide what you want to partner up with the most right now. What is your soul craving for? What, like I said, what's going to quench your thirst? Ace of Cups. What cup do you want to be given right now? The most right now. Pick. Choose. Yeah. Oh, see? The Devil card. Because I was hearing pick your poison. And I was hearing, but I was thinking like, no, that would have been like the devil side, that, you know, if you had picked the devil side. So pick your poison, devil or emperor. Look, the Magician. I talked about how I was saying that you were becoming the Magician energy here. Because you are gathering up all the aces here. So what's the one ace that you're missing? The Truth, the Ace of Swords. Because you've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. What are you missing now? The Ace of Swords. Which is funny because the King and Queen of Swords was what came out, right? So show the world the real you and stand in your truth. All right, that show the world the real you came out. Be bold and make the first move. What do you need to release? There's something here about this Ace of Swords here that you need to release. This Emperor just keeps showing itself, so I guess I'll pull it. Look, it's the Sun. You could have a truth coming out here about an Emperor here, okay? Or about your own internal Emperor energy. For some of you, I just heard you could find out the truth about your father or about a father figure in your life, okay? The Empress. Look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune is on the back of the deck again. But that's not... Again, they keep on saying, what do you want? Your wish... You have a major wish fulfillment coming in for you. You have a huge karmic payout coming in for you. And I think that definitely it will involve a bunch of things for you. I'm hearing 3 spins on the wheel you get. 3 spins on the wheel. So I definitely think there's a really big beautiful emphasis energy here on self-love and self-acceptance, as well as a Two of Cups here. Somebody who also has accomplished this Ace of Cups here. Somebody who also, see those two birds flying free in the background here? Somebody who has also learned this kind of lesson right here, who has learned how to fill up their own cup. And in fact, you have an overflowing cup, and see how that cup is overflowing, and then where it's dripping on the ground, there's leaves flowing and growing out of it, life growing out of it. Definitely. And then you have here the Emperor and the Empress with the sun in between. This is definitely big counterpart energy here. A major counterpart. And I feel like it really depends on what you want. Spirit is saying, or what do you think is going to most serve you right now? Because for some of you, this counterpart energy is going to be a non-romantic counterpart energy. Somebody that, you know, if you are embodying the Emperor energy, somebody who embodies the Empress energy. So this could be kind of like your new best friend kind of energy. And for some of you, this could be like a romantic counterpart kind of energy. But there is this energy here of, you know, pick what you want. And I'm hearing allow. There's a lot of allowing energy here. Yeah, there's a like a removal of some kind of resistance here. And like I said, with this ace, or not ace, but this Wheel of Fortune energy here, it's a definite like flipping over of the wheel in your favor. And for a lot of you, like I said, it is going to be some major justice. There's that King of Pentacles that I was talking about. There's going to be major justice energy coming in here for you. Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. I think it's going to be a little bit of both. You know, I think it's going to be a little bit of all of it. I was talking about how this counterpart energy, you definitely could have, it's almost like this like crazy alignment is going to happen in your life. You know, you are going to find self-love, realization, understanding your divine purpose, your divine path, where you're going, satisfaction, self-love, acceptance, self-acceptance. Boom, you know, boom, self-love, filling up your own cup brings in Three of Cups, brings in Two of Cups, a partnership, brings in Three of Cups, friends and family around you, celebrations, justice, energy. It's like this huge payout that's happened because you know, you chose. And you chose, yeah, you chose to cut yourself off, to cut the cords from this karmic energy from the past. The world, exactly. The world. You allowed this new energy to kind of like wash up and wash in and cleanse you. You broke out of a karmic cycle from your past in breaking this generational toxic mindset here within you. Wow. This is amazing. Thank you for the work you're doing. This is amazing generational healing work that you're doing. And it ain't easy. This right here, it ain't easy, High Priestess. But again, you are this light worker, starseed, earth angel, you know, here, as above, so below, bringing this high vibrational energy and grounding it here. Something that felt like unreachable with this Ten of Swords here. See how she's reaching out for that broom? Something that felt unreachable. I really feel like you are definitely overcoming this generational, you know, this generation, this, whatever this is. The energy of this place felt stuck. It felt betrayed. It felt pulled down by this devil energy here. See how that devil energy is wearing that red cape, and there's that person running away with the red cape here? But you've reached this 10, and you've transmuted it. King and Queen of Swords energy here. Yeah, and you 8 of Cups, walked away from it. And you know, it could have been something that was running in your family up to 8 generations, you know? And you're changing it. Page of Pentacles. Look, there's the map energy that's on this Ace of Pentacles. Or not Ace of Pentacles, sorry, this Ace of Wands. There's the map energy. You know, you're choosing your path. Look, and there's that person choosing their path because of the tower that happened in the background. And look at this person. I said, there you are with that Ace of Pentacles flipping up in the air, choosing your path. You know, and on one side is like where you came from, and on the other side is like this tower energy, or this whole like village energy that kind of reminds me of like the traditional, yeah. So it's like choosing between either here going to this lonely tower or choosing this kind of community energy. Maybe you're deciding to be this one person that stands up and breaks this cycle here. You know, this is what everybody else in your family, all these members and generations of your family decided to do this, but you decided to go a different direction. And create a tower moment here in your family, like generational line, so that something new can be built. All right, because unlike in the regular traditional Ten of Pentacles here, right? It's not like a whole town. It looks in the traditional Ten of Pentacles, it's like a whole town and a whole mansion built up. But here, it's just them, and it's a big house. It's a big, nice house, but it's just their family, you know. Something different here, starting in your family line. Maybe even you and, you know, a person that you are coming into contact with, you know, you both here are in choosing each other, in choosing the light. You have decided to come here and start a whole new generational path here. We're tearing it down, and we're building, and from that single tower, you're going to build like a whole home and start a whole new Ten of Pentacles here in this generational family line. So instead of building from this devil path, you chose to go a different direction, start and build a brand new tower, had your whole tower, I gave up this whole mansion, this whole thing, everything from the past to start building my singular tower. And from that singular tower here, you're going to build, it's going to start here with your family line. Wow. Six of Swords, because you decided to walk away. You decided to leave behind the trauma or the drama from your past. Goodness. I don't know if y'all heard that. My dog just got in a little scuffle. Yeah, you might have people that are kind of like, why you got to be different? Why you got to do this? Why you got to do that? Friends and family, people that don't understand where you're coming from, but it's okay. It wasn't their destiny to build this tower. It was yours. Maybe it's not in their understanding to accept that, but that's okay. Because you will create a family here. And at some point, I'm really getting that you are going to, any kind of lack of support or acceptance or understanding that you are building now, there will be a point in the future where, you and your partner, your future children, whatever it is that you're wanting to build here, or whether it's a community, even if you and your partner decide you don't want to have kids, or or you can't have kids, or you adopt kids, or whatever it is, or if it's just you leaving behind a lineage, a thought process, affecting a community, whatever it is, whatever you're being called to do, whatever the type of lineage that you're being called to leave behind after you, whatever it looks like, because it's going to look different for all of you. Not everybody wants the traditional leaving lineage by getting married and having children, and some people can't do that, right? But there will be a time here where you will have people. And they're showing me a very traditional thing where it's like you're older and you have one of your children come to you and they're just like, thank you. Thank you for choosing something different. Thank you for overcoming to give me something better than you had. Thank you for being brave enough to stand up and to create something different. So you might not feel loved and accepted or supported now, but you will. And it's going to be very, very satisfying on the other side of that. It's almost like catching in my throat. Yeah, and it's going to create this energy of Four of Swords, this kind of rest energy here within you. You're not going to be like, whew. And yeah, it might take a little bit of time, but it's going to be so gratifying, and if it's not that, it's going to be a community or friends or family that you set an example for, people and your people around you that you set an example for. Somebody's going to come to you and you're just going to feel, you're going to have this moment of this kind of like release of being like, I might not have felt loved and supported in the past, but I feel so overwhelmingly loved and supported, and just people see me for who I really am and for how hard I really have fought, and that what I have been fighting for was a better future for me and for my family and for the people that I love. That you will get that moment. And for some of you, it's going to be sooner rather than later. But you're going to be very proud. There are going to be people in your future that are very proud of this choice that you made. Very, very proud. And and really importantly, Spirit is saying you are going to be very proud at what you create. Of what you created by creating this tower and tearing it down. Tearing down that. Look how triumphant they look. They're like, I tore that shit down. I tore down this whole false tower energy here. I love this tower card because it is this sense of empowerment instead of this sense of being struck down and falling down from a high tower, being brought down, being humbled. It's kind of the opposite energy of feeling like, I did that. I brought that down. I chose to let that tower fall so that I could rebuild something else. Because it was a tower of ruin that it needed to stop. It stops with me. So if any of you have ever had that moment with yourself, like, it stops here. I'm not allowing this to move on in my family. This is not a pain I'm going to give to my children, or this is not a pain I'm going to teach other people to have. No, I will be the different one. I will be the black sheep. I will be the weird one or the unusual one, if that's what it takes to bring about change. Cool. Nine of Pentacles. I will be that change. And whether they see it or not, they'll feel it one day. And for a lot of you are going to have a lot of moment of people who didn't support you in the past telling you that they're very proud of the choices that you made. And that some of them will be telling you that they feel ashamed of the way they didn't support you in the past. They're like, wow, you really made it. You really did something with this, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. I'm proud of you for overcoming. And, some of them might not say, sorry, I tried to stop you from doing this, but you are going to have this moment here of, I'm actually really proud of you. You know, you really made something here. You really built something here. It's beautiful. And I'm very proud of you. And some of you, you don't have people that in the end might not, you might have people that choose not to ever acknowledge that in your past. You know, some people, some family members, some people might never acknowledge that. But you will have people who do. You will have people around you that are like, damn, I see you. I see you and I see what you're doing, and you're doing the damn thing. And I'm very proud of you. And for a lot of you, it's going to be your kids. For not, well, you know, I don't want to say a lot because I don't know the ages and, you know, the orientations and what you guys want. But for those of you, you will have like one of your kids will come to you. It might even be when you're much older, right? When your kid is grown. You could be sitting there in the garden, you know, with you and your kid watching your grandkids play or something like that. And they just kind of look at you and they're like, Mom or Dad, I'm really proud of you. And you're just like, what? Oh, I'm going to cry. And they're just like, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for everything that you overcome so that we could have this beautiful life that we have now. Yeah. Or maybe even, like I said, maybe even one of your parents or a family member or something. And, you know, maybe multi-generational, you know, like you and your parent or your parents, and then like your kids and their kids are all sitting there and all around, and everybody's being happy, and, you know, and people are just, even if, you know, even if it's nobody saying it, you're gonna have this moment of, holy shit, I did it. Like, I really did it. You know, like, I really gave myself the happy, healthy family that I really wanted. Who, I felt so overwhelmed by that. Yeah, you're gonna be like, celebrate, like, oh my God, yes. Like, maybe even you and your spouse, you know, you and your spouse, or you and your counterparts, or you and your friends, or whoever, you know, just sitting around being like, damn, dude, we did this shit. We built this beautiful life for ourselves. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Ooh, beautiful. That's beautiful. Ooh, that's such a good feeling. Ooh, thank y'all for sharing that with me. That was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous feeling. Beautiful, beautiful. King of Cups. Yeah. Some of you definitely, it might not be a person actually saying it out loud, but like I said, it's going to be a moment when you sit around and you're like, oh shit, I really did this. Like, I really built this. I really made this. I really, you know, did this. I'm so proud of myself. I worked so hard on this for so long, and I am here accomplishing these major goals in my life, and I'm doing this, and it's like, wow. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy that I did this, and it was worth it. It was worth all the BS that I had to overcome to be here, having this, living this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Spirit is saying, work through your fears here. Work through your fears and feel comfortable stepping out of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone that you've been in has been this anger, has been this sadness, has been this, you know. But that's what you came here to overcome, Spirit is saying. Don't forget you have a mission here. This is why you came here, to heal this generation, to heal this family line, to heal this, so that generations in the future won't have to keep feeling this energy. You took a huge burden onto your back, knowing that you know, knowing that what you would go through is not that not that nice, you know. And again, that's also a mindset that doesn't resonate with everybody. So if that triggers you, or if the whole energy of, well, you came here, so you know, you came here and you took a soul contract and you knew all this bad stuff was going to happen to you. So, you know, if that energy helps you, take it. If it doesn't, don't take it. Leave it for somebody else, okay? Work through your fears, and you and your loved ones are safe. Look at that. You and your loved ones are safe. And I think that's the energy that you are creating here for yourself, is the safeness, the stability, this happiness, this warmness, this, you know, this is so cute. I mean, look at you and this person here, you know, and look how your kids, you know, you're developing this. And, you know, look, even your you know, even your animals are creating multi-generational. You know, you have this old dog sitting here, and this cat that has a kitten, you know, here, and the baby playing with them. You know, maybe this is your grandchild or something like that, right? This is the scene I was seeing, right? You and your loved one, you know, sitting here. Maybe this is your child, you know, like your grown child with their child sitting here, and you're just like, oh, we did it, babes. Right? We did it, babes. Yeah, exactly. Your hard work is paying off. 100%. So Spirit just wants to tell you, you know, bring love to the situation, bring love to yourself, bring love, you know, if you're the type of person that really forgiving and moving on. And like I said, you know, knowing when life gives you limits to make it into lemonade, you know, if that helps you, cool. If it doesn't, okay, but don't let your pride or your ego of holding on to old ways, right? Because you were comfortable in this, you know, you got comfortable with the wrong type of discomfort, Spirit said. You know, because this is, in the end, this is comfortable. But when this becomes what you pass down generation after generation after generation, you start to feel like this is the new normal. Like this discomfort, this type of thing is totally normal. It's normal to be in toxic relationships. It's normal to be, you know, fighting and bickering and doing all of that. That's normal. That's love. You know, you get taught this toxic form, or this, you know, this karmic form of love, and this karmic form of acceptance, in the sense that, you know, it's toxic. Oh, I don't want to use karmic and toxic. That's something that that's a habit I'm trying to break myself out of. But it's this, you know, low vibrational, you know, conditional form of love, conditional form of acceptance. And that's what you're breaking yourself out of. Yeah. Because you know, you felt this, it's time to take action with this new moon in Aries. Yeah, we just had this full moon that just passed by was a full moon in Libra, but before that it was a new moon in Aries. Was it in Libra or was it also in Aries? I don't know. Either way, this new moon this passed by as well, about a month ago, last month. This cycle that you've been on here, coming around to this new cycle, is really been an energy of really going through a lot of movement, and it feels a lot of like energy movement, a lot of change. You probably have seen a lot of change. You've probably felt a lot of change within yourself and within your circumstances over the past month. And maybe you've just been working so hard you haven't taken a time to stop and be like, wow, I have actually changed a lot. A lot has actually changed. Give back in gratitude, right? Because you're releasing this old energy here. Yeah. Take time to breathe out. Exactly. Spirit saying, take time to stop and breathe out, and to have confidence in yourself. Confidence is key to your success, because you're doing it. You know, this hard work, it really is paying out. You're getting the answers that you've been asking for. The manifestations that you've been asking for, they're coming in, you know. Confidence again is key to your success came out. Yeah. And kind of, you might have been going through some things in the past that really, you know, I'm hearing over the past like 6 months, you might have been really going through things that really tested your commitment, you know, tested your commitment to what path you were choosing, tested your commitment to, are you really gonna keep fighting, to transmute this, to heal this, right? Yeah, because you realized, adjustments were required. Nothing was gonna come of staying in that old energy. So any kind of like personal issues that you've been going through, they're reaching their end now. Wow. This has been a beautiful reading. Last advice here, Spirit. Yeah, to just understand that your commitment was being tested, but you passed the test is what I was hearing. Communication is key. That, yeah, I talked about that, right? You gathering that Ace of Swords, you gathering that truth, you showing the world the real you being happy with standing in your truth, and knowing that for some of you, that your truth is, you're overcoming this, you're overcoming you're transmuting and passing down something different. A new truth is being grounded here. A new truth about your past, about the things you've gone through, about the things that you've experienced, going through this whole stages of grief and coming to this acceptance of what you've gone through, right? Be bold and make the first move. Be bold and make the first move. Have faith in your dreams. That's the boldness. Would this be bold and make the first move? I feel like that's this, you making this move to start this new, to start to build this brand new foundation for your family, for yourself, right? You being the first one to be, I don't want to say strong enough or brave enough, but you being the one that really took that first move to step out of the discomfort that everyone else has just been taught is okay to pass down. It's okay to stay in this discomfort, but every little generation before you perhaps was making a step forward until the fact that finally they were ready for you here, and that this brave mood that you've stepped forward is this dream here, right? It's the dream of your ancestors that things can be better for your family line, that they've made every move that they made to eventually get you here so that you could be born, so that you could cure this, so that you could break out of this, that they've had this long dream that they would be free. And that you have come here to fulfill that dream and to free yourself as well. Wow. Yeah, see that butterfly here? See the butterfly here? Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry, y'all. Sorry if I'm making y'all yawn. It's contagious. But I feel like, yeah, that's kind of the energy, right? It's contagious. You're doing this and you're saying this and you're changing this, and it's going to affect and trigger and awaken a lot of people around you. You having the strength, finding that strength inside of yourself to create this change, to be the change you want to see in your family is really, you're really going to start to see it. And over time, and it may take time, it might take years, it might take over your whole lifetime to really see that change play out, but it's going to be worth it. Conclusions are within reach. Yeah. Finally, all these generations of lifetimes after lifetimes of work have finally got to this point now where you are fulfilling your ancestors' dreams, where you are fulfilling that, and you could have had generations after generations of people going back that are like, wow, that would be amazed to know that if you could go back 8, 9, 10 generations and have a conversation with them, they would be amazed at the goals, at the things that you are doing, at the things that you are accomplishing, and they're just like, wow, I never thought we could make it this far, but hell yeah, you know, like do it. You have a lot of people in your ancestral line that are just like, yeah. Yeah, they're showing me like, how like people are in a marathon race and they have all the people along the line that are like along the edges, and they're like, do it, you can do it, you can do it. Like that's what your ancestors are doing. Yeah. They're just like, do it, you can do it, you can do it, yes, yes. Like, and they're just like cheering you on and surrounding you and just like, yes, you can do it, you can do it, we believe in you, yes, do it, do it, you know? Yeah. So, although sometimes you might feel alone, your ancestors here to tell you you're not alone. We're here helping you, cheering you on, believing in you the whole way. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and I'm being drawn right here to look here on the background where there's like all these, because this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, how all of these people here, right here, have the brooms that are like hanging up in the background. And it's kind of they're all, none of them are like, they're all here grounding this energy, right? So it's, goodness gracious. Sorry about that if y'all can hear my dogs out there. That they're all kind of here creating, and it's almost like definitely here, I really feel like for a lot of you here, you're going to be creating your soul family here. So for a lot of you, I feel like your soul family, your starseed, brothers and sisters, and that you are going to be grounding them into this reality by giving birth to them and making them here, or you're going to be gathering them around you. If having children is not something that you're interested in, you're going to be gathering those people around you. But I feel like for some of you who are into the more traditional, like, energy like that, you are going to be grounding this energy here and creating a soul family of people, creating these humans and these people around you. And you're just going to be like, wow, here, me and my star system, me and my star family are here together, manifesting this beautiful reality for all of us, really creating a whole new generation here. And that's because it was reminding me, I'm like, like here on the brooms, they're flying, they're up in the air, they're in the astral realm, right? But here in this Ten of Pentacles, all of their brooms are here, here hung up on the side of the house because they're here just enjoying being down, feet on the ground here. And so that's what it was kind of reminding me of, you know? So you're going to be elevating your family line by giving birth to a lot of high vibrational beings. And you're going to be, that's how you're going to be elevating your family line and not passing on these generational toxic mindsets, is because you're going to be, instead of creating children out of karma, creating children from karmic relationships, you're going to be creating them out of unconditional loving circumstances, and that is how you're going to be curing a lot of this, and relieving a lot of this energy here, so that your family, so that this kind of conditional love energy or this toxic energy here of this fight, this right here, is not passed down to future generations. And whether or not that's just from you choosing something different, which will influence other people who have children in your family to do something different, or, you influence a community of people by writing or sharing or teaching, or just by being a shining example in your community of what unconditional love really looks like. However, whatever your life purpose, whatever your destiny, your life plan is, however, spirit is using you to ground this high vibrational energy here. Yeah. Bring love to the situation. That's what you're doing here. Again, look at this person here in the stars, pouring down from the stars, pouring this love down here and grounding that energy here, helping to raise the vibration and raise the frequency of this place. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I'm hearing last two messages here, and we're going to close it out. Thank you, spirits. Oh, y'all, calm down. I gotta show this. I know I have two cards here, but which are both beautiful messages as well. But they're telling me to wait. Okay. Yes. Wait. Okay. Yes. So these two energies here, that were the last two messages that we're gonna close this out with, is the end of a tough cycle is approaching. Right. They're both full moon energies. So this full moon that just passing by here. Oh, I didn't say this. I got caught up in talking about the brooms being grounded here, being a representation of you grounding more angel energies, earth angel energies, starseed energies, high vibrational being energies here. A win-win outcome is forecast here with this full moon in Libra energy, and as well as the end of a tough cycle is approaching here. Okay, so all this hard work that you've been putting into the situation is ending this tough generational cycle that your family line has been going through. Okay, and in doing that, you're doing that by showing the world the real you, grounding this energy here. And like I said in the very beginning, because my spirit guides love to do that, and I love that they love to do that, there's that full moon in Sagittarius looking at the bigger picture. Right? We talked about that in the very, very beginning, to step out of your comfort of this being comfortable with this type of discomfort energy and raising your family line to something different. And in stepping back and looking at the bigger picture, that's what this reading is helping you to do, is step back and remember your purpose, remember your bigger picture here, remember, right, why you're here and why you're doing the things that you're doing, why you were given this mission here to come here, right? And it was to do this, right? Remember that your luck is on your side, because it has always been, it has always been the divine plan for you to do this. That spirit is here helping you, their ancestors are helping you, that you have this good luck, that you have this charm, that you have this protection, because you are a being that chose to come here and do and sacrifice to bring about a beautiful beginning for a family line here, a new beginning for a family, a change here, which is why you have this win-win outcome here, because you chose out of pure love and light to come down here, and to assist in the breaking of this chain, freeing your ancestors and freeing future generations from this. That's why you're here. And that's why you have spirit here helping you to go through this, helping you to see your way through this, helping you to find yourself and find your way through this. That not, spirit says, not everybody that comes here to do this accomplishes it. Not all souls that come here to do this, because in the end, all souls come here and are reincarnated to try to learn better lessons and become better versions of themselves, but not everybody does. Sometimes the things that they go through break you, and actually, sometimes you incur, negative karma. Sometimes you start and you add more generational, not everybody breaks out of these cycles. But you did. But you are. But you are striving to accomplish that. And Spirit says they see you. And since they see you putting in all this hard work, that's why you have the spirit of the universe trying to really come, because you are trying to do something very positive to bring about a positive outcome in this world. That's why you have the spirit of fortune that was put onto you. And this this Ace of Pentacles that you got here, okay, could be you really seeing, oh, could be you really seeing, I am fortunate, I am protected, I am loved, I am guided, I am being helped here. I don't have to accept, because part of having to break out of this is having to be taught this in the first place, to break out of it, right? And not everybody can. Not everybody can break out of this. Not everybody does. But you are. And Spirit says they see you trying. They see you trying. They see you succeeding. For a lot of you, they said they see you succeeding, doing this, accomplishing this. Some of you have a spirit guide that's around you right now that will be a future child. So some of you have a spirit baby, especially if you think that you have like a son energy around you, like a male energy around you, because I just heard a male voice said, "Mom, I'm so proud of you." But let that resonate for you as it does, But that's just the voice that I heard. It said, "Mom, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much." And this future child, or this spirit baby energy, this person who wants to be born here, they're here guiding you, helping you. Wow. They're definitely a big member of your soul tribe, member of your starseed family, all of those things, that whatever kind of label that you want to put on it. Which there's so many labels, but we're basically all talking about the same energy. Basically, honestly. Or that's what I have come to really realize, is that most of the time, we have all these different names, star seeds, earth angels, yada yada. It's all the same thing. We're all talking about the same thing. Just slightly different versions of the same thing, depending on what perspective you want to take in the matter. Not everybody is going to resonate with starseed energy. Not everybody's going to resonate with earth, or, so it's all different names under the same thing. So it makes it easier for some people to accept and some people to understand, We're all basically talking about the same thing, just different names. Okay. But definitely, when I ended this, prosperity lies ahead ended up. And then the 10 of Pentacles and the prosperity lies ahead energy ended up on top of this. And of course, underneath it was the seven of swords. Your commitment is being tested energy. So that's what you were going through recently. Spirit saying over the last like 6 to 8 months, you've been going through this, your commitment being tested energy here with the 7 of swords energy. But you're overcoming it, so that, and now that you're overcoming it, prosperity lies ahead. Just know that you're being loved and accepted, and you're being helped, ground that into your reality, affirmations, daily affirmations, say it as many times as you need to, so that you know that it's true. You are the creator of your own reality. So well, absolutely. Thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. As always, if you feel guided to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is listed down below, okay? As well as, if you like the video, if you like the content, give it a like, okay? It helps me out. If this resonated for you, or you just want a conversation, you want to start a conversation or a dialogue in the comment section down below, you're more than welcome to do that, okay? Let's keep it kind and respectful and understanding. There's a lot of different types of ways to interpret this energy, but you know, this is the way I interpret it. So thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my personal clients. Thank you to people who donate to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that, you know, shows me support here, and, you know, that your spirit guides are guiding you here to get this enlightenment. You know, I really appreciate it. And honestly, going down this road with you guys, it enlightens me as well. You know, you guys, yeah, doing these readings provides just as much enlightenment to me as it provides to you. So I really am appreciative of that, and I am appreciative of the contribution of your energy and your spirit guides and everything that's coming together, because that's how we do it here, right? We create a community and we're all helping and, you know, helping and supporting each other, and, you know, it's beautiful to me. So I really appreciate you guys very, very much. Okay. And again, thank you to your spirit guides for guiding you here. Okay. I hope you got the love, light, and clarity that you needed in your situation. Thank you to my spirit guides, as always, for guiding me, for keeping me strong, for keeping me here, for keeping me enlightened, and for protecting me while I deliver these messages. Okay. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Okay. Goodbye, my lovelies.